In a factory the size of an airport terminal, millions of noodles race down stainless steel conveyor belts, moving with the speed and precision of a machine built to feed the world. Blades slice through endless sheets of dough, steam hisses from industrial chambers, and golden noodle blocks leap into fryer baskets in synchronized waves. This is the birthplace of instant noodles, one of the most consumed foods on Earth. Over 1 million packets are produced here every single day. Cheap, fast, comforting. But behind their simplicity lies a staggering system of engineering and automation. Today, we go inside a mega factory to reveal exactly how instant noodles are made at massive scale. This facility runs 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. More than 1,000 workers operate alongside a network of robots, mixers, fryers, dryers, and packaging lines that stretch hundreds of meters. Inside, raw wheat flour transforms into a finished noodle block in less than 30 minutes. Everything is timed to perfection. The speed of the rollers, the temperature of the steam, the angle of the blades, even the airflow inside the drying tunnels. Nothing here moves without purpose. Every second counts. Instant noodles may be eaten in minutes, but producing them at global scale requires industrial choreography on a level few people ever witness. The process begins in the receiving hall, where massive trucks unload thousands of pounds of premium wheat flour. As the container doors open, technicians collect samples and deliver them to the quality lab. Here, the flour undergoes a battery of tests: moisture content, particle size, protein level, pH balance, even color consistency. A slight change in protein can affect elasticity. A slight deviation in moisture can ruin the dough. High-speed laser scanners detect any impurity, metal, husk, or foreign particles. Only when every requirement is met does the flour travel through sealed pipes into the mixing area. Before a single noodle is made, the ingredients must pass standards as strict as those found in the pharmaceutical industry.
High-quality flour produces a strong gluten network, allowing the noodles to stretch significantly.
Mixing hall, towering steel drums blend flour, purified water, salt, and a special alkaline solution known as kansui. This ingredient is responsible for the noodle's firm bite and signature yellow hue. As the mixer rotates, the dough evolves from loose crumbs into a dense, elastic mass. Sensors continuously measure temperature and moisture to maintain perfect consistency. Giant mechanical arms transfer the dough to resting trays, where it sits untouched for up to 30 minutes. During this calm phase, gluten bonds strengthen, moisture equalizes, and the dough becomes pliable enough for extreme rolling forces. Without this pause, the dough would tear, crumble, or fail under the next stage. The rested dough enters a series of powerful rollers, each one flattening it thinner and thinner. The sheet grows longer as it becomes smoother, silkier, and more uniform. Multiple passes through progressively tighter rollers stretch the dough into a perfect ribbon. High-speed cameras monitor the sheet for air bubbles, cracks, or thickness variations. Engineers know that even a tiny inconsistency here can affect cooking time, texture, and the noodle's signature snap. After several cycles, the dough emerges as a continuous film, thin as a postcard, perfectly even from edge to edge.
Repeated rolling aligns gluten, preventing breakage.
Now the transformation becomes mesmerizing. The thin dough sheet glides under rotating blades that cut it into thousands of strands each second. The cutters slice with such speed that the noodles form instant wavy patterns, the iconic ripple that helps them trap flavor and cook evenly. Workers monitor the strands as they fall into neatly aligned piles, checking width, tension, and flexibility. If a blade is even slightly misaligned, the noodles can become too thin, too thick, or jagged. Precision here ensures that every packet cooks the same, whether in New York, Tokyo, or Manila. noodle strands enter a long steaming tunnel, moving slowly through clouds of 100 degrees Celsius vapor. This stage partially cooks the noodles to lock in shape and structure. As the strands pass through the chamber, moisture infuses evenly, giving the noodles the strength they need to survive frying, packaging, and shipping. Temperature sensors monitor the steam from every angle. Too much heat and the noodles turn soggy, too little and they become brittle. After 2 minutes in the tunnel, the noodles emerge soft, tender, and ready for shaping.
We cook the noodles to exactly 80% doneness. This allows the internal structure to firm up and fix their shape for the next step.
Pre-steaming ensures uniform expansion when rehydrated with hot water.
The steamed noodles fall onto metal shapers that arrange them into blocks, square, round, or rectangular, depending on brand. Robotic paddles gently press the noodles into each mold, achieving perfect density. Not too loose, not too compact. This step determines how fast the noodles rehydrate in boiling water. The molds move along a synchronized track toward the next major transformation. Watching block after block form with flawless repetition reveals the beauty of industrial efficiency. Thousands of identical servings created every minute.
Precise block shape ensures perfect fit into packaging.
The perfectly formed noodle blocks approach the entrance of the deep frying line, a moment of suspense before...
This is the heart of the process. Conveyor belts lower the shaped noodle blocks into a massive oil tank heated to around 160 degrees Celsius. The noodles instantly bubble as moisture turns to steam, escaping and leaving behind a porous, sponge-like structure. This is why instant noodles cook so quickly. They've already been fried dry from the inside out. Dozens of sensors track oil temperature, frying duration, and moisture content in real time. When the blocks rise from the fryer, they're crisp, golden, and incredibly light. Industrial air jets blast away excess oil, ensuring clean texture and long shelf life. This moment, when the noodles emerge perfectly crisp, is what gives instant noodles their iconic fast cooking magic. Freshly fried noodle blocks travel to a cooling conveyor, a long stretch of mesh belts surrounded by filtered air. Fans blow cool air across the noodles, lowering their temperature without cracking their delicate structure. Too fast, and they fracture. Too slow, and they lose freshness. This stage stabilizes the noodles for long-term storage. It looks simple, but it's one of the most sensitive steps in the entire line.
Ensuring no oil residue and preventing breakage. The perfectly cooled,
While noodles
crisp
cool,
noodle
another
blocks
section of the
approach
factory
seasoning
prepares the
packet
seasoning
station.
packets.
A harmonious
Automated dispensers
transition
portion
from
powdered
heat
soup
to
bases,
preparation.
vegetable mixes, chili oils, soy sauces, and dehydrated garnishes into precise gram weights. A single gram too much salt or spice could change the entire flavor profile. Scale sensors, X-ray scanners, and AI cameras ensure each packet is flawless. These seasoning sachets travel alongside the noodles, ready to be paired with their block in the final pack. Now everything comes together. Robotic arms grab noodle blocks and drop them into printed wrappers. Another system inserts the seasoning package. Bags are aligned, vacuumed, or nitrogen flushed to preserve freshness, and heat sealed shut at lightning speed, sometimes up to 500 packs per minute. Printers add batch codes, expiration dates, and traceability data. X-ray machines scan every pack for foreign objects. Any imperfect pack is instantly ejected. The rest continue toward boxing stations.
Perfect every time.
Pass the hot sauce, man. This is fire.
We practically lived on these back in the day.
From grain to factory, from factory to millions of kitchens.
This is how instant noodles conquered the world.